Welcome, my name is Freddie. Some of you might know me. I want to share about something. I have a picture in my mind and I want to just share it to you that you must imagine a blank canvas and I'm just going to paint something on the canvas. And the main story for today is about forgiveness. And I'll end with forgiveness. I just want to paint a little bit on a canvas about the last year or the last 6 months of my life, so you can just know where I come from. And it's always good for me to share my own personal story and some things that I've gone through. So last year was one of my one of my worst years and my toughest years of my life. And just to share a little bit, I was booked into a place last year February in Cape Town for 2 weeks. It was a wonderful place. I met so many wonderful friends. So I was booked in there, and they diagnosed me with bipolar, depression, a lot of stuff, and they put me on a lot of medicine. I came back to Namibia, and with the whole COVID thing happening, all the medicine couldn't be brought into Namibia. Went to Windhoek to someone, and then they changed all the medicine, and they sometime last year I think if I'm correct, I was on 6 or 7 different medications, and it really messed up my whole system and my whole life. And there was a point last year that the depression and the anxiety and the fear was so much that I was booked into. I just called my doctor. I said, listen, I can't cope, I just want to die. He booked me into the Mediclinic here in Swakopmund, and I was there for 2 weeks. They dosed me with so much stuff. My face was hanging. I couldn't speak. And after that, I was booked into another place, Speske here in Swakopmund, for another week, so they can just monitor me, just check if I'm okay. So I got out there. All my friends and everyone thought, I'm going to be fine. And it just escalated again. And it went on, and I think June, July last year, I was booked. It was in COVID time. I was booked into another place for another 2 weeks outside of Otjivirongo. They took everything away from you. They take all your pills away. They take your phone away. So you're literally there on a farm, all alone. And it was really a tough time, And then I came back, and everyone thought, I need to be perfect, I need to be changed now, because it's been a long year. I've been to so many places. I've been on so many medication and all that stuff. And then November last year, I decided to go out of the country, and I went to Pretoria to a place, and to another place. It's called LL Ministries. It's a healing ministry place, and I spent 4 days there with an old couple, and we spoke through everything that happened, and it really, that was, if I look back now, that was one of the points that I just want to share now, that if I look back, that was the first step that I took that started changing the way that things happened and the way I was feeling. So I spent time there, and then I went to Cape Town, had a great time with my family there, and I came back, didn't want to come back. I lost about 19 kilograms last year. I looked sick. I was so depressed. I wanted to commit suicide. I was crying on my balcony. I called my mother. I said in Cape Town, I said, listen, I can't go on anymore. I just wanna hang myself. It was really bad. Cried every day at home. I went home lunchtimes and I put on worship music, and I couldn't worship. I couldn't pray. I literally just laid on the floor crying like every day almost, just crying and playing worship music for that hour. And if I look back, that was the second thing I did last year that really started something changing in my spirit and in my heart, and just something happened there. And then a third thing that happened is I was able to start somehow to train again a little bit. I started jogging a bit, and so it wasn't easy. But that was the third thing. And then the fourth thing and the last thing I want to quickly share is there was someone last year that really hurt me last year. A very good friend that really hurt me last year. And last year he contacted me 4 times and just asked me, he wants to meet with me because he's really sorry. And I couldn't reply to him. And the third time he WhatsApped me. felt a bit better, and I said, I'm not ready for this. And then the fourth time, I just told him, listen, if I'm ready, I'll let him know. And this year, January, I think it was January, end of January, something miraculously, if I can say it like that, happened in my life, and I started to feel a peace in my heart towards this person. And they came to a place where I was driving, I was cycling someday, and I just felt the Lord ask me, if He can forgive me for everything I've done in my life, who am I not to forgive this person? And it took me some while, but somehow I just received and experienced a peace towards this person, and I was able to let him know, listen, I'm ready for coffee, and we went to have coffee, and it was such an amazing time and a moment, that day when he looked me in the eyes and he said he's sorry, and I could look him in the eyes and I said, listen, you know what, I really forgive you. If I look back now, it's a few months back, literally that day, from that day on, my life literally changed in a way that I can sit here today. I'm so happy, I'm so joyful. I'm not perfect yet. There's a few people still in my life that I still need to forgive, and I'm praying about that, and it's still a struggle for me. So it's not a once-off thing forgiving one person, and but that literally changed my life. The depression literally, it went away. There's not one day that I go to sleep that I'm depressed. I wake up so much better. I feel so much better. And then we're gonna also do a song about forgiveness now, and the topic of the song, or in the song, it says forgiveness is a gift from God. And I really experienced that in the last few months, that forgiveness is a gift from God, and it releases something in our hearts when we forgive. Even if you are a Christian, if you're not a Christian, forgiving someone, really forgiving him, something really happens in your life. I have this picture in my mind that we are wrapped with chains around us of people that might have hurt us, have done stuff to us. Our parents did stuff to us when we were small. All that stuff is chains around us, and as soon as we forgive them, one chain just gets loose, and it falls off our hearts or of our bodies. And some chains are big, some chains are small, and I think what I did in January and the grace that I got, I just released one massive chain over my life, and it was literally that something just lifted off my shoulders, and I just encourage you, if there's people in your life that you need to forgive. I know I can't do it myself personally. There's few people I still need to forgive, as I said, and it's really tough. I can't even pray for them at the moment, but I'm trusting the Lord, and I'm trusting that I'll get to a place where I will be able to forgive them, because it's literally still change in my life. It's changing my life. I don't want to see them, and I want to drive past them. It's still this thing. But I'll get there, and I hope this encourages you. Just to get to a place that you also maybe write down who the people is and pray about it, and let's hope and pray that God will be able to give you that gift to forgive them, not because of them, but because of yourself. To get free. So, welcome. This is a song. I just want to quickly introduce my wonderful friend, Saki, one of my favorite guitarists in the country. And he's going to join me in the song that we're going to sing about forgiveness. And I hope you enjoy it. Right. Grieving is part of the journey, saying goodbye to who I thought I was. Life is a mystery, full of twists and turns. One little lesson that I've learned: forgiveness is our healing medicine. Forgiveness, when we just can't forgive, is sharper than any sword, stronger than any war. And it's not easy, know it's a gift from you. I know it's a gift from you. We're all a part of a family. The family's growing again. And when we fall and break and bruise, we get back on with open wounds and choose to trust again. Forgiveness is our healing medicine. Forgiveness when we just can't forget. Sharper than any sword, stronger than any war. And it's not easy, but I know it's a gift from you. And I know it's a gift from you. You never said that it was easy. You know what it's like to lose. And through the power of forgiveness, you make all things new. You make all things new. A little faith can move the mountain. And how much faith will it take to let go of the pain we're in, reach out to the world again, and keep holding on to you. Forgiveness is our healing medicine. Forgiveness when we just can't forgive. Sharper than any sword, stronger than any war. And it's not easy, but I know it's a gift from you. 'Cause I know it's a gift from you. And we say, Father, forgiveness when we just can't forgive. Sharper than any sword, stronger than any war. And it's not easy, but I know it's a gift from you.